As a kid, I have fond memories of riding my bike with my friends to our local Taco Bell. Taco Bell. A sanctuary for me and my close friends Jason and Tyler. We had our own tables, seats, the whole shebang. Why Taco Bell? Well, there's a multitude of reasons why we went to the Bell, like costs, atmosphere, convenience. But one subtle and underrated part of Taco Bell's appeal was something no one else could offer. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. A staple in our journeys to the Bell, as well as plenty of other people's. Funny story, my mom actually scared me about Mountain Dew when I was younger, saying it had traces of a thing called formaldehyde, which is, you know what it is, no bueno. But it's not in Mountain Dew, so don't worry about it. But I think she was really more worried about a drink of that color going into her kid. Though my mom's worries for the soda sorta trickled into my own consciousness, Baja became the exception. I don't really know what it was, the color, the exclusivity, the taste. Maybe it was all the above, not just for me, but a lot of other people. Baja Blast was a unique step off the path for Mountain Dew and soda as a whole. Launching in 2004, the soda is considered the first and maybe the most iconic restaurant-exclusive soft drink ever designed, specifically to pair with a fast food menu. For the first decade of Baja Blast's existence, the soda was exclusive to Taco Bell. That kind of exclusivity/hype is rare, especially in the fast food industry. It created a true sense of occasion around it. But as time went on, the popularity of Baja blasted off. By the 10th anniversary of the soda, though it would hit the store shelves as a seasonal exclusive, still connected to the Bell. But it wouldn't be until 10 years later, in 2024, when Baja Blast would become a permanent resident on store shelves. It wasn't an easy road to get here though, so I guess we should dive into how we got here. This is the story of Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In the early 2000s, the fast food industry was as competitive as ever. With the development of the internet and word of mouth becoming more powerful, each chain was trying to find a way to stand out. To do so, new menu items, limited time offers, and promotions were constantly introduced throughout the landscape. In terms of the soda market, by 1997, Mountain Dew was the fastest growing major brand in the US soft drink market. Pepsi leaned heavily into the momentum, and for good reason.
Hey, ain't nothing like a good Mountain Dew. Hey!
Mountain Dew became unique in the sense that they expanded their flavor line even before Baja Blast and found a lot of success. The company PepsiCo, which I realize I haven't really mentioned quite yet, released Mountain Dew Code Red in May of 2001. In its first year of sales, it increased Mountain Dew's revenue by 6%, which would begin a trend in the soda industry. Other soda companies began to expand their own flavor lines, testing the waters, Mountain Dew included. They didn't stop at Code Red, trying an orange flavor called Live Wire, before Taco Bell would begin to carry the tropical lime flavored Mountain Dew, which we know as Baja Blast. So where did this come from? Taco Bell was looking to create a beverage that consumers wouldn't be able to find anywhere else, but would simultaneously go well with their food that left an impact on their fan zeitgeist. So when PepsiCo and Taco Bell came together, they wanted to create something truly unique. Mountain Dew was found to be most popular at Taco Bell, seeming to go well with the Mexican-inspired food. So why not team up? Baja Blast was ultimately created by Greg Creed from Taco Bell and Dave Berwick from PepsiCo, as well as a lot of other people from each respective company, blooming from the issue of the phenomenon called drink incidents. It was a trend happening at Taco Bell and other chains in general, where teens, the coveted demographic for marketers, weren't adding a drink to their order. Instead, they'd arrive home and pop a can that they already had previously. Whether that's a beer or a soda, to each their own. Their drink of choice is frankly probably cheaper than what could have been bought at the Bell. Drinks are very important to the restaurant business, no matter the chain, so Taco Bell wanted to do something to break through this demographics habit. It took a lot of convincing with PepsiCo to make a restaurant exclusive drink, but eventually they hopped on board seeing the potential. So after the go-ahead, the team was put to work to create the beverage. They wanted to create something that really stood out and would latch on to Taco Bell consumers. The drink's flavor decided to be lime, but internally people in Pepsi worried the citrus flavors might be too close in taste. But luckily they figured something out, creating something just different enough to really stand out. So now that they have the taste, what comes next? The color? The name? Of course. According to comicbook.com, Pepsi and Taco Bell executives were playing golf at a resort on the Baja Peninsula, brainstorming ideas for their new collaboration. Greg Creed explains, "Basically, we are in the Baja Peninsula having a blast with our friends at PepsiCo. And we go, we should call it Mountain Dew Baja Blast." Now, Creed can't recall who initially came up with the name, but once it was heard, it was practically a unanimous decision to name the new soda Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Creed does ultimately take credit for the color of the drink, one that was created to mimic the crystal clear Cabo waters. So, on July 29th, 2004, after extensive discussions and experiments combining Baja with Taco Bell's menu, the soda would finally release exclusively to the chain. This would officially become the first time a beverage company or fast food restaurant teamed up to make something that would complement each other in a completely unique way. So, of course, unsurprisingly, Baja Blast was a success. The soda's marketing, unique flavor, and exclusivity really made the beverage stand out. This, in turn, would help solve the drink incidents problem Taco Bell is facing. People actually coming to the store for the drink, when not too long ago, a lot of consumers could have given a shit about the soda fountain. Baja changed that. Let's dive deeper on the drink's impact for the Bell, and Pepsi for that matter. Baja Blast was practically an instant success, hugely in part from the already developed relationship between the Bell and Mountain Dew. I mean, soda brands don't do this. They don't make things exclusive like this. But it worked in both the companies' favor. Scarcity created desire, and when given to those wanting to taste the Bell's unique elixir, the feeling of desire turns into obsession. The numbers back this up. Only 4 years after the initial release, being 2008, Baja Blast was easily Taco Bell's most popular fountain drink, but was also one of the most popular items at the Bell in general. Taco Bell and Pepsi successfully took advantage of people's psychology, which I can respect because frankly it worked on me and a lot of other people. It created such a unique situation and honestly a sensation. With a flavor created to complement their menu, Taco Bell now had a distinct advantage over their competitors. By 2006, only 2 years after Baja's release, Taco Bell's sales had increased by 6% year over year. Greg Creed states, "I think we demonstrated with Baja Blast is that we respected Pepsi's brand. I'm convinced if we had not made Baja Blast, there would be no Doritos Locos Tacos." As a Taco Bell enjoyer for most of his life, I think Baja Blast and Doritos Locos Tacos as a combo is just. For a long time, Baja was a staple of Taco Bell, and Taco Bell alone. People pleaded for it to be released to retail, a fan base forming that refused to be ignored. And by 2014, 10 years after the soda's initial launch, something miraculous would happen. Can you guess what it is? Pepsi would announce Baja would finally release to stores after receiving over 30,000 tweets over the years from fans desperate for their Fortnite-ass looking drink to come to stores near them. I'm one of those people. In April 2014, for the first time, it was revealed that the once Taco Bell original would be available for a limited time in bottles and cans, hitting store shelves a month later on May 5th. It was saddening that this was just a limited release initially, but the success really did allude to maybe it coming back in the future. That opportunity came in 2016 in a marketing campaign called the Decision 2016, which pitted Baja Blast against another fan favorite Mountain Dew flavor, Pitch Black. This Decision was a competition between the two flavors that allowed the winner to be the next permanent flavor on the store shelves. Pitch Black would win by a razor-thin margin. To my surprise researching this, because as of today, Pitch Black isn't permanently on shelves. But I think that's a story for another day. Baja was again still limited, the fan base still pleading. Mountain Dew recognized this, posting on Twitter on September 1st, 2017, asking for fans to show their support for a potential future Baja retail release, using the hashtag bring Baja Blast back. Mountain Dew hinted to fans that if sufficient enthusiasm became prominent, they could indeed bring the flavor back to stores, and by April 2018, Baja would then return to shelves. It would then remain on shelves until the end of that summer. And then since then, it has become consistently recurring in yearly summer releases. The soda would release every summer from the 2018 release through the summer of 2023. Now, the store release for Baja Blast left a lot of people thrilled, but there was a percentage of people who felt something special was lost. But that didn't stop PepsiCo from the celebration of Baja Blast's 20th anniversary, dubbing it the 20th Baja-versary. Clever. This celebration would lead to PepsiCo making Baja Blast a permanent flavor for this specific release and beyond. Funny enough, this release marked the United States as the second country to have Baja Blast as a permanent flavor, the first being Canada. Who would have guessed? This information would officially be revealed by Team Supernova, a well-respected Mountain Dew news source who posted a leak stating the soda would re-release in January 2024. It was also slated to be in a Super Bowl commercial with Aubrey Plaza. Genuinely a goated commercial. Baja freaking rocks! The permanency of the soda would further be confirmed in January 2025 when Baja expanded to a lot more stores and also gave Walmart some exclusive 24 packs in 2-liter bottles. The flavor was confirmed to be Mountain Dew's second best-selling flavor, just under the original, which ultimately confirmed that Baja is a successful and widely beloved flavor. Baja would then appear in another Super Bowl commercial, this time starring Seal. Becky G also appeared in this commercial. Surprisingly, Taco Bell was quite enthusiastic about the entire thing. I mean, this was mainly due to the fact that it released exclusively to stores during the summertime and also had the words Taco Bell Original on every can and bottle, which it still does, so I guess they still have that. The Bell was sort of desperate to protect what it could of the exclusivity that made the drink so special in the first place. But this wouldn't last forever, which did feel inevitable. The fan base for the drink grew too loud to ignore, especially in the age of the internet when over 30,000 people are tweeting about it. It's kind of the cruel irony of cult products like Baja Blast. The more people love them, the less exclusive they can stay. Baja's greatest strength has surprisingly been its scarcity, and its growing popularity was slowly killing that. Fans would have a continuous debate between Baja's form in the Bell's fountain versus the retail bottle. And though the versions technically do taste a little bit different, the gap between the two is much smaller than a lot of devotees would want to believe. What would make the Taco Bell fountain version feel so superior is not only the slight difference of taste, but also the 20 years of memories, rituals, and association with the restaurant. It was special to go to the Bell and get Baja Blast knowing you couldn't get it anywhere else. But as I alluded to earlier, Baja Blast would become a permanent retail flavor, no longer just connected to the Bell. And for the first time, Baja would be in bottle and can formed all throughout the year, not just the summer. And with that, something quietly ended. Not the drink, which was frankly just doing better than ever, but the overall idea of it. And what I mean, I guess, Baja has now sort of become just a drink on a shelf like any other one. But I guess that's how things go, especially when something gets that popular. The first sign Baja Blast was a phenomenon that could be bigger than soda appeared in 2012, with the release of Baja Freeze, a frozen version of the drink, of course. The reception was immediate, and quickly became Taco Bell's most popular freeze after becoming permanent in January of 2013. This showed that Baja's appeal didn't have to lock into one singular form. This opened the door for other products to release in the future, like Zero Sugar Baja, alternate flavors, alcoholic Baja, crazy random Baja items, and a Baja pie. Yeah, a pie. Somehow, a fast food soda had become something bigger than just a drink. I'll always cherish the memories I had going to Taco Bell to get a Baja, or even a Baja Freeze, as a young teenager. I think that's why I have so much love for the soda flavor. I think that's what a lot of people feel. Who would have guessed? But time passes no matter if we want it to or not. And I felt that Baja was inevitably going to be a Mountain Dew mainstay, which it did. The cult had seemingly grown too big, the secret too well known, and even though Baja never quite tastes the same as it did the first time someone handed it to me through a drive-through window with my friends on our bikes, it left a continuous impact on not only the fast food industry, but the soda industry as a whole. Mountain Dew Baja Blast is unlike anything before it and after it. Let's wrap this baby up. At the end of the day, Mountain Dew Baja Blast pretty much came out of left field. The soda became a cultural phenomenon, unlike anything seen in the fast food industry before. The legacy of Baja was something that nobody, not even PepsiCo and Taco Bell, could have even predicted. The drink was and continues to be a Taco Bell staple for over 20 years, but it's definitely different now. It's somewhat hard to put into words exactly, but there's something that changes when the thing you seek just starts to find you. Baja is now just there on store shelves, next to the RC Cola and the Gatorade. In 2026, we live in an era where almost everything is available all the time. But people developed the deepest, most irrational attachments to things that made them work harder, as well as feel unique. For 20 years, Baja Blast could primarily be found at Taco Bell restaurants, and summer releases in stores after 2014. But 10 years later in 2024, when Baja would become a mainstay on store shelves, the perception of the item changed. It was no longer a ritual or occasion. The feeling of getting a Baja Blast, the nostalgia with it, was great. The fact that it was more accessible to millions of people that may not have attended Taco Bell actually is kind of beautiful, even if it's sort of melancholic. Those days are behind us. But here's the thing. Today, at this moment, at some Taco Bell, some dude's pouring their iconic cup full of Baja Blast mixed in-house, which I still think is something special. The retail shelves, luckily for us, haven't taken that away. You can still make the trip to the Bell for the Baja. You can still earn it. But of course, things aren't what they used to be. I'll always have the memories with my best friends, biking to the Bell, sitting at our table, and of course drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast. This drink became a phenomenon because we decided that it actually meant something. Something as ordinary as a soda became something truly special. If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. All of these videos take a lot out of me, so any support is really appreciated. If you like this video, I urge you to like, comment, subscribe, so I can continue to make a whole variety of videos I feel truly passionate about, like this one. Also, check out the videos that show up at the end of this video. I hooked it so the algorithm would work with you, so hopefully it's something you'd enjoy. Anyways, as always, I'm Drakey Berg. Have a good night.